Hi everyone, Faye here and welcome back to my channel. I know this is a year late, but that means I have a lot of time using these products from the collection. So let's get started. Starting off, the Radiance Primer I got is the shade 01 Minty. She's a lightweight creamy primer. At first I thought she was a bit too rich for me, but really a little goes a long way. And it does make the redness of my skin better. I also like mixing this with their hydrating primer, which is a holy grail of mine. The baked powder in cloudy white. The packaging is so pretty. I love how it mimics the underwater, but I wish the silverware isn't matte because it makes it a little bit more tacky in real life in my opinion. The product itself is really good. It does well in humid weather and controlling the oils on my face, so no doubt I do recommend this because it is so light. It doesn't have any weird flashbacks and it is colorless, so it will suit a lot or almost everyone that purchased this. So I rate it a 4.5 out of 5. Moving on to the dual-ended highlighting stick, I have it in the vanilla white and peach pink. These are my favorite YesStyle makers and eyelid toppers, not gonna lie. They last for ages on my eyes, and the pearlescent side slash the chubby side is a good face highlighter when I don't want a liquid highlighter, because sometimes I don't know what it is, but like my liquid highlighter would just like remove my blush. So it is a really good alternative if I want to save myself the hassle. However, I wish they have more colors because I would purchase every single color for this line. So it's a 4.5 out of 5 for me. Moving on to the 6 color makeup palette, I have the Mermaid Tears and Dip C. I choose to skip the 01 palette because I feel like it's repetitive from their previous collections. I, however, really like the China regional exclusive of Mermaid Tears as my summer neutral, so I picked that one up instead. The colors for Mermaid Tears are very playful, and I do believe it reflects the mermaid side of the ocean. It's colorful and the sparkles just make sense. I do notice though that the color fades out more during the day even with the primer, so that's the only thing that I would say is a con for this product. So for 02 it's a 4.5 out of 5. This is the original China version of Mermaid Tears, and honestly this is what I wanted for the 01 palette instead. It has this minty shade for a touch of summer, but the sparkle is neutral, which is so pretty on my eyes, and I do believe that it works with a lot of people's skin just because it is a very workable sparkle, and obviously the glitters are more bigger, so it's just a sheer wash to be honest. So it is a 4.5 out of 5 still. Then this is the 03 Deep Sea, is the siren side of the collection, and I am very happy they included a shade range like this as it's something different, and the dark navy with its sparkles is a shade that I think is unique for the brand. As you can see as well, the lighter shade shows up very nicely on my skin, but at the same time it does fade throughout the day, so you do need to make use of a primer. Overall it's a 4.5 for the palettes because I wish the color lasts longer. Moving on to the Silk Satin blushes, I picked up all of the shades as this was Flower Nose's first ever satin finish blushes. They actually came in a very good range, and I managed to find a favorite shade here because it's the closest color to one of my holy grail blush that was discontinued. They last for ages. The swatches does not give it justice, so please I do recommend this product from Flower Nose. I waited for so long for them to have satin finishes because I just prefer that look on my cheeks if it's not a cream or a liquid blush. However, the neutral shade Almond Latte, it's very hard to appear on my face, which is so sad because I thought I could use it as a primer. I still try to make it work, and all the time it just doesn't, but that doesn't stop me from trying over and over again. We've been at it for a year, but like, your girl is good at holding on. But overall, it's a 5 out of 5 for me. Well, maybe 4.9 because of Almond Latte not being dark enough for me, but anyways, that's the vibe. These are the highlighter balms, and it comes in 2 shades, Blue Tears and Moonlight Stone. Blue Tears definitely more on the blue side and Moonlight is on the pinker side. These are very reminiscent to the Fenty Glow Diamond Bombs. It's very pretty for summer, but I personally will use it as a body shimmer due to the glitters being on the bigger side. But it does give that sand glistening, if that's what you're after. It gives that vibe. It's just that, like, you know, I'm not gonna wear something like this in winter. So overall, it's a 3.5 out of 5 because it's an occasional wear. I cannot find me opening this in a box, so anyways, this is it. But this is the Nourishing Lip Glaze. These are like my ultimate favorites from the collection because it's just so good. Lip line wear nothing. It just gives you that juicy, glossy lip look, but it doesn't feel sticky and it does hydrate your lips. So I got the shades Candy Slush, Luna Jelly, Salty Lychee, and Coral Conch, and these are just so good. However, they don't last very long, especially if you eat or drink throughout the day. But the application, like reapplication, doesn't look ugly, so it makes up for it. Lunar Jelly is a good lip gloss topper without being sticky. The color selection for this line is also really a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. It doesn't dry warm on my lips but makes it more on the neutral side. So all in all, it's a 4.5 out of 5. Moving on to the accessories. For the mirror, I got it in pearly white because it has the most purple accents to it, and that's my favorite color. I think the mirror is on the tinier side, but that isn't a deal breaker for me. I just like to rotate on my pretty mirrors. However, the band on the ribbon is minus points because it loses like the intricate detail when you actually look into the mirror, as you could see from this one. But yeah, it's whatever. The crystal brush is one of my favorite design formats. Actually, it's just so aesthetic in my opinion with how it looks like a gem you'll find underwater. But it's just that I don't use the brushes, to be honest with you. But it is a good, like, you know, last resort brush if that's what we're going for. And the clip is in a beautiful shell with pearl. I chose this one because I think it's befitting for the theme compared to the other one, and it's just a good clip that you can take your hair out when you're getting ready or something. So it's a 4.5. Overall, I think it is a solid collection that comes after Moonlight Mermaid, and I approve that it is ocean themed. They debuted the satin finish blushes, and yes, I would recommend these after a year. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!